Um, Video games. Uh, that or weed.
It's not you.
I mean, shit. Like, what would you want your girl to get you? Like that's like a random gift. Like a oh, I was just thinking about you. I want to get you some type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you want as a man that's like equivalent to flowers? I want some food.
Well, um,
Like food or weed for sure.
maybe like a CD of one of my favorite artists.
Tight shit. Like I'm a
I was
million.
gonna say vacation.
A vacation.
A CD of my favorite artists. That's more flower
The nigga said, "Yeah, bitch, fly me out."
like. You said weed or food.
Weed.
Any food, it don't matter who it is.
As long as you know like some shit I like, you don't gotta be like specific. Nah, fuck that. Tacos. If you love me, buy me tacos. At least four real tacos. Not no Taco Bell, shawty.
Real legit taco.
For real.
Yeah, I'll get that for sure. A good taco would hit any day of the week, bro.
Bruh, I'm telling you, you get that shit with the onion, cilantro, the radish, lime. Fucking amazing. I've been going to certain places now. They be having like cucumbers and shit with the tacos.
Interesting. That's a good little mix. A little add to it.
That shit do type hit. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah,
Man, taco fish. But yeah.
oh shit, crack my neck. I don't even got my camera on, but we in this bitch. We here, back at it, back in it, be like we never left.
Back in that bit like I never left.
You already know we back at it like a crack addict. It's your motherfucking player partner, Baby Katoru. Hold the applause. Hold the applause. Hold. No flash photography. Hey, you talking about that? I got my brother, my player, the Shark Slayer, Zay, Guap, Zay, Guap, Zay, Wap, Zay, all that shit. Please, please, no flash photography. Jesus. Stick with the point.
Oh, I see you. I see you.
Is a bitch in the fucking crowd. We love you, Zay. I love you right back, baby. Face ass.
Like, I love you too, random citizen.
Him with the shit. Yeah, bro. How your week been?
This week been straight. I've been fighting my demons, get myself up, trying to figure out what the next move is, activate it, and push. But really, just been working for real.
Hell yeah.
Been like in the state of just trying to make it all work. And trying to figure out what you got to do to make it all work.
Type shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do. That's whatever, man.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
All right, bro. I've been so tired.
Yeah, facts. Bro, I've been unusually lethargic like the past week. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's because I kind of started back, like, falling off my vegan shit, starting to eat more just bullshit or whatever. Like, I thought it was kind of that, but I was like, nah, this shit feel different. Even like on the days where I was eating just straight, fruits, vegetables, and shit like that or whatever, I, I still felt just tired as hell.
You say even on the days, but what happened?
Where I was still just trying to eat like more fruits and vegetables and shit. Like, hell, I was fasting and shit, and I still was just tired as fuck. I'm like, God damn, I don't know what's up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, my diet has not been that great neither. That could definitely be a part of it. Um, my sleep schedule's all like cracked up. My man, bro, I don't know what time I'm gonna go to bed tonight.
Man, me and I'm not going. My bad, bro.
Nah, you good. I was just saying that's intentional. I'm not sure.
I was just gonna say, bro. Me and my girl went to the fucking gym yesterday. We went to the gym for at least 5 hours. Like, swear to God, like we went there. We got there probably 11 and left at like 3. No, got home at 3. No. We left at 3. Yeah, left at like 3. Got home like 4 or something. And went to sleep at like 7 this morning.
You said you went in at what time and left at what time?
We got there at like 11, left at like 3. Nigga fell asleep at like 7 in the morning.
At 3 at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's lit. That's lit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's lit. True. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I just went to the gym the other night too myself. Nah, like a late night run like that. That's a good run.
Hell yeah, bro. And bro, I ain't gonna front. I realized like I really be at the gym for 4 to 5 hours sometimes and shit. Cause I just box and do like my kickboxing shit for like at least a good hour or two. And then I go do an extra workout, like actually like work my body and shit, like lift or something. I was like, damn, nigga, I be this motherfucker long as shit sometimes.
You do lifting and stuff after your kickbox class? I'm like, oh, this is cardio.
Yeah, pretty much. I just get my cardio in, then go do some calisthenics.
Calisthenics.
Body weight workouts. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, pistol squats, handstands, all type of shit.
Big gym day.
Goddamn gym rats. What's today? 12. 11. Okay.
I ain't in the lab like that. Not yet, at least to be considered a gym rat. But I did used to feel so good on them days where I turn around and do. And I think I only did, but it was amazing. I think I did yoga, and then I did it was either boxing or jiu-jitsu. It might have been jiu-jitsu, and then I did boxing in that whole span, but I didn't go lift nothing. I just worked on the styles. That was a nice workout. That definitely was relaxing for sure. Those were some good days, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? I ain't even gonna front. I think I want to do something different today. Something I don't think we probably done this like in passing, but what we gonna do now is go back. The face ass. But nah, that is I wanna like talk about the old shit. Like just
old shit today.
Yeah, like childhood shit, just hell, car wash shit, just anything. Just I want to be like a reminiscent episode.
Feeling nostalgic.
Yeah.
Why you act like we don't be doing this every other episode?
Stop capping. That's what I'm saying. We've done this like a little bit, but we don't be like dedicating the whole episode to it.
Yes, we do, bro. We will dedicate a whole episode to nostalgia. I promise.
Stop lying. Okay, now
I promise.
oh no, have we for real?
I ain't tripping on it. I ain't tripping on it. Yeah.
Have we for real?
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, multiple times, bro. We'll go back and talk about games, talk about snacks, we'll talk about like some stuff in the car wash, we'll talk about past experience. We do that all the time.
Okay, no, not that part, not that. I mean, like more so experiences and shit, like personal shit that, like, I don't know, the game shit. Yeah, a little bit slick. Yeah,
We definitely do that though.
damn,
I
we
probably
do.
really like dive into my childhood like that for real. I'm always listening to what y'all got going. I'm definitely down to talk about some things for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Where you want to start? You want to start with like with some fun shit or like some introspective shit?
Talk about household dynamic.
Ooh, let's go. This is a great dynamic. Just, just,
Like household dynamic.
just for clarification on the backgrounds and shit. You know, I was raised single mother. You know, uh, you, from what I know, have mother and father in household, correct or incorrect? All right. So yeah, we already got a nice little teeter totter
Difference.
right here. All right, it's already a
That is,
difference.
yeah, that is interesting. Okay, all right, cool. Uh, okay, so yeah, I had six sisters, and then I also had my mom and pops. We lived together. We probably we probably so we moved around like we went from Maryland when I was a little baby. I kind of remember stuff like that to like North Carolina, and then we moved to Georgia. And my parents were together up until sixth grade, and then they got divorced. They were like splitting up way before then, apparently. And you know, up until that point, obviously my pop was the man of the house, the one who kind of like took heed to whatever my father said, and our our siblings and little children, we just ran around and did whatever. We just did our thing. We kind of did whatever we wanted to, but my dad was like military background, so like he made sure that a lot of things that we did would not fly, like very like um what's that word, disciplinary, man. Like he was really on it. We used to get our ass whooped all the time. Like we just used to have to deal with a lot of things from the disciplinary end. But my dad, when I was in third grade, he took me to jail one time because he was like, I had stolen a cookie. He was like, if you steal again, you're going to jail. Like, damn. So like, I had taken the cookie one time. I was in third grade. That man like took me. He was like, all right, pack your bags. You're going to jail. And I was like, I was devastated. I ain't know nothing about prison. I ain't know nothing about jail. But he was like, yeah, pack your bags. You finna go to jail. And I'm sitting here crying the whole time because I'm like, damn, jail. And like 3 hours later, he took me to the prison. He drove me all the way up to the prison. That's like a way of teaching me not to steal. And my mom the whole time in the car, she like, bring him home. He don't need to be going to jail. No, he's still so young. I'm like, mama, please don't let a baby take you to jail. I ain't trying to go to jail. I'm just a baby. I really was imagining my life in jail. It was crazy. And as a freaking third grader, and I was devastated because I ain't never like, ain't never been no jail, bro. I ain't no jail, bro. Like I ain't raised like that. So it's like, damn, like jail, no. And he went inside and was like waiting in the car. And he was talking to the police officer about something. I don't know what he's talking about. Probably some bullshit. And then he got back in the car. He was like, "You got lucky. Your mama saved you. You ain't gonna go to jail." I was like, "Oh my god." I went right home. He was like, "But go to your room." I was like, "All right, cool." Went right to my room. Just got on my DS. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that like taught me anything. Like because when I got older, like I was a thief. I had the worst sticky fingers ever. But nah, I mean that's just a funny story. But like as far as dynamics go though, I was baby prince. My father was obviously king. My mom was obviously queen, and then I just had a bunch of like sisters just running around, like in their own right, being individuals. I'll say they was all princesses, and like I would like do whatever my sisters did. Like I followed suit to all of my sisters, like for real. I had no brothers; we're all siblings, so I have my moments where I would do my own things, like play video games because my sisters would play video games. I watch my Hot Wheels movies. I watch everything. I do boy stuff because my dad put me onto it. But like I would get involved. My sisters would do it too. Like they'd be sitting there playing Bratz. I'm sitting there playing with them, like coming up with all these stories and stuff. And they're like, "You're not playing right." I was like, and then we would just be coming up with all these different like crazy stories, just playing around with them, just like it was real life type deal. Like a lot of times, me and my sister shared a room because six of us, and I think there was only like two or three rooms. So like we would all like share rooms. I had like a room for myself here and there. Um, we would all share rooms. It's like one time where we had like two bunk beds, and like I'm laying on the top bunk, and then I got my sisters laying on one. It was so cozy because it's like, damn, we all in here together, just vibing like every night, just chilling, having a good time, just talking up a storm. And like we would have like little movie nights and stuff. We'd like bring home food from school. Um, we'd bring home food from school, and like we just we'll save it because we know we can have a movie night that night, and like we'll just sit there and just eat the food and watch like a Hairspray or like freaking West Side Story or Star Wars or whatever the heck, Spider Man, whatever the heck we had on DVD. Um, it was cool, bro. It was a very like chaotic. I feel like it was a very artsy home. Like we loved movies, we loved music, we loved video games. It's like we all vibed as a unit. We all did the same things, but we was all like individual. Like we did our own individual thing. Like, but it was always like it always felt as if we like all had just something that we like vibe together. Um, and just always something to like hold us down as a family, as a unit, which was always freaking dope to me. That's why I just love family. And yeah, I mean, I would say that was up till fifth grade, and all the other stuff happened. I'll talk about it later. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of like the dynamic growing up. Just a hodgepodge of little kids just doing their own things, but having these two parents like rule over them in completely different ways. And like, it was an interesting dynamic. A lot of interesting stories came out of that for sure. It was cool.
Hmm. You ever feel like left out being the only boy and shit?
Never, bro. I always got my way, so it was like I never felt left out. Like I always felt like I got more because I was the only boy. Because I got a little bit more special attention. I'd be able to go do certain things that my sisters wouldn't be able to do with my father. And just like it felt that way like when I was younger up to fifth grade, and then still it continued because after my parents got divorced, like I would still get certain treatment and certain attention from my father that I'm not gonna say he wasn't giving to my other sisters, but since I was his only boy and he felt like it was necessary for me to grow and learn with him, he gave me a lot of I got a lot of things from my father that my siblings didn't get. I mean, he wanted to give it to them. He was still willing, but I felt like there was still a little bit more attention at first when they first got divorced to me than my other siblings. Uh, and that low key be sometimes make me feel guilty at times, but I can't really like think about it like that. You know, I gotta, see how I can, you know, give to my sisters, but it's evenly split now for sure. But
Mhm.
I know I definitely got a lot of attention uh, when I was younger for sure.
Yeah. You the you the youngest or like where you fall in that age range? Coach.
I'm second. I'm second youngest.
Second youngest. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you not the baby, but you the only baby boy technically. So I was like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I was spoiled, bro. I was having my way for sure. I ain't even frank. I still be feeling like I operate with that mindset still sometimes, just by the way I talk and carry myself. I can tell that carry as I got older.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, man, it's a fun home, bro. Made me really appreciate family for sure.
Yeah, you got six sisters. That shit is.
Crazy.
How does that? How is that? Like just having that many sisters in your house, that many females in one house. Really seven with your mom.
Like it was so normal. Like the thing was, my pops was so overbearing that it was hard to not like feel the male presence. So
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't completely like immersed in like the feminine traits in my household. Like his presence was so demanding to the point where even my sisters like resemble a lot of my father's traits more than I do sometimes. Um, but it was like chaotic, like like. And I don't know if it was just. I think that was just naturally because it was just a bunch of kids. But like for me, like it wasn't until I started getting older and understanding like my feminine qualities and things that I resemble, like that are most definitely traits that people would like correlate more to like a woman behavior. Like people will point it out more. And I'm like, dang, y'all right. I am acting like very emotional. Like I feel like I'm a lot more emotional because that's all I was around. Like, and I don't know if that was a woman thing or just a kid thing, but I definitely am a lot more emotional uh, because and of I think obviously my upbringing and like I don't know. I used to not have to care about like certain things like that pertain to like gender like things like norms because like I would do whatever I would do whatever. Like my pops would like check me on certain things. Like I remember when I first said I wanted to wear skinny jeans, he was just like, "What are you talking about? Skinny jeans? It's a girl thing." But like my pops was also like kind of like he was like also kind of cool with it because like he was also kind of cool with certain things. Certain things he would fly like, and this is embarrassing to tell. It's hilarious. But it was so crazy. Like one time, I don't even know if I want to share this. This is but I was a kid, okay? Think about it. I'm a child. I'm a boy in a home with nothing but women, okay? And I put on like a tutu in a little ballerina uniform, bro. And I was running around. Just like it was the most normal thing ever, bro. Like, say, bro, say something, bro, say something, say something, please, please.
Oh man. Not the
Yes, look, man. Okay, I done came a long way. I don't wear tutus anymore. I wear pink turtlenecks. Right? It's a whole nother league.
he was a child. He was a child.
I was a child. I was a boy. I was a boy. Dang, that boy so ashamed of me right now. It is hilarious.
Oh like dang my dog. Not the damn. This is
Look,
on public. This is live.
I don't care. Look, I don't wear tutus no more. Okay, I ain't with that. All right, I don't wear dresses. Don't wear none of that. All right. Now, if it look fine on me, best believe I'm gonna put it on. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But I damn sure you ain't gonna catch me no tutu, no leotard, or none of that.
Just don't never pull a Young Thug on me.
But see, Thug put it off. It was hard.
Oh Lord.
It was hard. See. What I won't pull is old school Uzi, like 2016, where you see him at the bus with that whole little thing on.
Yeah, that little weird pink shirt. Yeah, that was.
I will take it that.
That was questionable.
I will never take it that far. I don't even straight up. I don't even think I have a desire to wear like a dress for real. Like there was a point where I was like, dang, like real baggy. Like okay, this look like some real like not warrior type deal, but like back in the day when they used to wear that and they used to put that stuff on, I was like, I could probably put something on just to make it work.
Yeah.
But you know, that's where that comes from. You know, growing up in a house with 6 women, like a lot of things don't transfer the same to me. I had to learn. I had to learn how to defend myself without like using my hands or resorting to violence because I couldn't hit my sisters. So like it kind of like caused me to not like know how to like protect myself with my fists. But when it was time, it felt like, and I was kind of like avoiding of it a lot because of that. Because I was like, I don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to hurt you. Like, so it's kind of like a thing of me being timid in that space. I don't want to say I'm more imaginative, but I definitely know that my like imagination, I have such a crazy imagining. That just might be because I'm in tune with my child still. But yeah, no, I mean, growing up in the house with women, you know, I get put on with a lot of things. But I feel like a lot of men get put on to, but it's something that's kind of like they hold that near and dear to them, obviously, because they have to put on that masculine. But I never felt like I had to like put on any type of masculine. Like I never felt like I had to present masculine. Like I never felt like I had to be like that. Like I always felt like I could just be freely and openly me without like a care in the world of like how I presented myself. Like I never felt the need to have to guard who I was to protect myself, or I never felt as if like, I mean, my wounds maybe, but even then, like I was a freaking crybaby in school. But like I never felt as if I had to be like anything. Now I had a desire to be because as I grew up with men around me and stuff, and other boys in school and stuff, like I was learning from them as well. So I did feel as if I needed to be tough, but I wasn't because I couldn't be, I wasn't allowed to be, or I didn't know how to be. Like I do feel as if like I just felt different, like from men in my school. Like I just felt different. Like, I was not really comfortable with like most of the guys in my school. I didn't know how to be comfortable with them. Like I knew how to be comfortable with certain guys because like I felt like all right, but I was always quiet because I just didn't know how to like be around guys for real. Like, I just didn't. I just did it. So that made me more reserved and like not really like be around guys as much as I was around them. But yeah, it was definitely uncomfortable for me to be around dude. No idea why though. I think it was that though, because I didn't know how to be tough, and I felt like I had to be tough to be a guy. Weird, but nah, yeah, that definitely affected my dynamic with genders when I got out of the house. And then the only man that I had in my family was kind of like very hard on me and like low key abusive, but like he also can't even say low key abusive. He was low key abusive, but only because that's what he do. And I was his only boy. He didn't know how to raise a man. And so that like affected the dynamic that I had with other men when I went outside. I was more afraid of them because like I didn't trust the guy. Like I don't think I trusted my father. And I think that leaked into other men. Like I was cool with them though. I was cool guys. Cool. But it just felt like there was just this weird dynamic between me and men that I could not like understand or like grasp.
Mhm.
I felt as if I really could not have a real genuine connection with a guy. And it was just weird. I just didn't know what it was supposed to be like. And I think that's kind of again just how it was with me and my father. He didn't know how to have a son. He didn't know how to raise a son. He was like more raising me out of fear of not of me becoming who he was and then him treating me as if like his dad did or his pops passed, but just the men that he saw in his life. So there's a lot of like confusion between how can I like raise a man? How can I raise this boy, but just not know how to do it? It's just doing doing a lot of wrong, but doing a lot of right. Of course, like don't get me wrong, but it's just there was a lot of things that just got passed on. My pop showed me a lot of things that I still am having to go back and relearn to this day because I was so caught up in all the BS that he done to me that I had to like see my father for who he was entirely, so I could take all the traits that he gave from me and learn from it and grow from it. Yeah, and again, I grew up in a house full of sisters, so I think I was more comfortable with women, like just being cool with women. My mom was always nurturing, but I low key picked up like abusive tendencies that my father showed towards my mom, siblings, and us. So it seemed as if it was easier for me to get away with that with women than men because it was I was just so used to the patterns that I was being shown, and then I just became just like manipulative as towards like women and stuff, and this kind of low key abusive like dude because it was like easy for me to like slip into that mode. Like that's all I like. I ain't gonna say that's all I knew how to do. I knew how to be a good friend, but I also kind of like I said, I don't. My pops was he was a shifty man. So like he got what he wanted, like manipulative. He got what he wanted. So like whether it was right or wrong. And so I think I picked those tendencies up. And then again, just how I see he treated my siblings. It just was easier for me. But I was always like cool with women. I was always like way more cool with like being with women than I was. But man, when I was around men, I felt as if I kind of had to be fake. I had to be like them. When I was around women, I felt as if I could just be myself entirely. I didn't have to like be anything I was. Like, man, all my good relationships, aside from my homeboys, obviously, I felt like a lot of my deeper relationships were always with women because I was able to be more myself. But yeah, a lot of that shaped, a lot of obviously it shaped who I was as a person. But that's kind of what I got from that little dynamic.
Damn, that was a lot to process. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my fault.
Just like that, nah, not even because it was just like a lot of that shit I can like relate to. So it's just like, damn, it's like some of the things you said is exactly what I be saying, like about my like my family or my dad type shit, but just slightly different depending on because I don't got that many sisters. First of all, like on my dad's side, I only got one, but on my mom's side, I got two overall. One on my mom's side, one on my dad's side, and
You have no brothers?
now yeah, I got a younger brother of mine. Speaking of my younger brother, hell yeah, this it's the same thing. Like both of y'all, like we all got like similar issues with our parents and shit, but it's just like it's not the exact same like copy paste problem and shit, but like the principle of feeling a certain way about a parent, that's kind of like more what's similar and shit. It's kind of how you said how you can get away with more shit. It's like that's more of my little brother. He can get away with a lot more shit, but he don't. Ugh, what the fuck? Ugh. He don't really like understand how much shit he really can get away with though, or he don't peep when he do get away with shit. Like he just think that's just what's supposed to happen. So like when he do actually get in trouble with some shit, he take that shit like the world ending. You know what I mean? And like I gotta go talk to him tomorrow, this weekend for real, cause he said he told our mother that she was a horrible mom. And I was like, I laughed in my head because I was like, that's just hearing my just thinking of my little brother saying that shit to her. I'm like, that's insane. Like, I'm surprised she ain't punch you in your mouth saying shit like that. But I also think it's funny because I'm like, I know how she is with you now. Like, I know how old my mama is now. I know how she was when I was his age and shit. It's a night and day fucking difference. The way she raising him compared to how she was raising me. And when I was younger and shit, I kind of used to get mad that she wouldn't do certain shit with him. But at the same time, I was kind of glad, like she wouldn't like pop him or like yell at him and shit like that, whatever when he got in trouble. Like at first, I was kind of like it annoyed me because I'm like, why the fuck I'm still getting whippings and shit or whatever. Because it kind of feels like some that kind of made me feel some type of way about the whole shit. But at the same time, I was like, well, at least he ain't gotta go through that shit no more. You know what I mean? But now, since he didn't have to go through the shit, his idea of discipline is way fucking different than mine is. Like, cause he gets very little discipline, but he get like a big ass attitude about the shit. So like, I gotta explain to him. I'm like, just because, like, he hold grudges and shit, like little shit, which is weird. Like, I forgot what the hell my mama told me that he said he was mad at her about something that happened when when he was in school and shit. But something with a teacher, like the teacher said something. Teacher said something to my brother. He ain't listen. I guess the teacher called my mom, and fuck, I forgot what the hell she said happened. But some shit like she just my mom had just believed whatever the teacher had said without listening to my brother, pretty much, and he ain't like that shit. But it was like she said when she asked him like, okay, well, whatever the fuck she was talking about, did you do it? And he was like, yeah. So she was like, so if you did the shit any fucking way, why the hell is you mad at me that I believed her that when she said that you did it? Like, it'd be one thing if you actually didn't do the shit and I just believed it, but you actually did the shit. So why the fuck would it matter anyway? Type shit. And mm, she said some more shit I ain't really finna get into, but I'm just like, bro, nah, the shit that I had to go through with her growing up, nigga, I'm like, nah. Like, I could have called her a horrible mother for that type of shit, but like, you not going through what I had to go through. Like, she'll probably even tell you, like, nah, like this shit was not sweet growing up with her at all. But it's just a thing where he don't have enough perspective on how bad it could be. But damn, you said something about your dad. I forgot what the fuck it was. I was gonna piggyback on that shit. I don't even remember. Fuck it.
Was it he wasn't a manipulative part where he was like low key abusive.
Mm.
It was like the relationship dynamic between me and him
Yeah, it was something about
that
that.
kind of affected me in relationships with other men.
Yeah, that part right there. Like, no, not that part, not that part. When you said you don't think you really trusted him as a kid, that part. Well, really both of those two, because I feel like that goes into it. Like, since I didn't really trust him as a kid, that makes me not trust other people and shit, just in general. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just the shit that would get done to me is just like I find myself doing a lot of the same shit that got done to me like as a kid. Like, there was one time when I was like, I don't know how old it was, probably like 15, 16 or some shit. And I was watching my little brother. He had to be like 3, 4 years old or some shit at the time, maybe like 5. And my homeboy came to my house with this girl we know and shit, whatever. He had the whip and shit, and he was asking me like, "Hey, come to Kroger with me right quick." And I was like, "I can't. I got my little brother and shit with me." And I was finna just take his ass with me and shit, but I got his ass dressed and everything. Get to the door and shit. His ass talking about saying he don't want to go no more. I'm like, "Bruh, come on. Why you not trying to go and shit?" He just like, "I don't want to go. I want to stay in here and watch TV and shit." I was like, "Well, shit, you gonna stay in your room the whole time?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "All right, well, look, shit, I'm finna lock the door. Don't open the door for no. If you hear somebody knock on the door, don't come to the door. Just wait for me to. I got the key, so I'm just gonna walk the fuck in. I don't need to knock, pretty much." So gave him that little pep talk. Went to Kroger, but my mama boyfriend came home while I was gone and shit. So while I was out and shit, I get back. On the way back, she fucking called me, cussing me out, all type of shit or whatever. And it's like, as I got older and shit, I understood like, yeah, nah, I shouldn't have left a fucking 3, 4-year-old child in the house by himself. That was dumb as fuck. But that's the same shit my dad did to me all the time. So I didn't really think that shit was bad. Like that nigga would leave me in the crib all the fucking time. And shit, he got locked up when I was like 5. So the oldest I could have been was 5. Like nigga leave me in the crib all the time, like for hours sometimes. So I was like, nigga, I went through that shit. He'll be good. Like I ain't think none of that shit for real. But it's just a lot of shit similar to that. It's like I don't really. It wasn't really till probably a few months ago with a lot of shit that I realized like, damn, like that really is ass fucking backwards. Like I shouldn't be doing that shit. Mm. Boy.
That makes sense. I mean, like you said, you just doing all you knew. And it's crazy. I mean, you say your pops got locked up when you was 5. Do you feel like you was attributing any other behaviors when you were younger that he like instilled in you, or do you even remember what he was like to even like know how you act like when it comes like to mimicking him?
Exactly how I am now. Just calm and chill, but aggressive as fuck out of nowhere. Like I done seen him do all type of shit. just just being angry. Like I ain't finna go into nothing, but I done seen all type of shit from that man.
Yeah, I get you. Did he was he free when you was he free or is he still in jail?
He's in jail.
Do you still like occasionally go see him, or were you able to still see him as you got older?
I mean, yeah, it's just sometimes motherfuckers just don't be on good terms. Sometimes, so it'd be like, you don't even want to go down there. Or a
Is
lot of
that how
times,
it is?
motherfuckers just be don't even telling me when they go.
Is it like that with you and like all your siblings as well? Like, Are y'all kind of like estranged from each other right now?
Nah, not for real no more. I mean, we live together now.
Even your little brother stay with you?
Nah. He's still my mama.
Was it always like that? Were y'all always kind of like divided?
My sister, yeah.
It was weird because like I kind of come from a place where me and my siblings were so close, and just tight knit. Like yeah, we would have our arguments and like we would have like our whatever sibling rivalry or whatever. But like when my parents got divorced, it was so weird because like we all became individuals after that. Like we became from like being a tight knit group, we always with each other, to now being split up in two different households. Like some of us not even in the same school no more. Like we just all over the place. And like for me, like that hurt a lot because it was like ripping the heart in so many different places. And like just so much uncertainty in so many different places. Like my home, like torn apart, like, and that shit, like, still to this day, like, we kind of still feel that impact, and like, it makes me so sad, like, cause it's like, bro, we were so close. Like, imagine being from birth to like now, you stay with the same people that you with all your life, and like always hold it together. Like I always like wonder what that would be like because like that was just such a like that's something I'm so passionate about. It's just family. But we like when we got split, it was just like I said, it was we were all like individual and we just became so different to the point where it's like we're still now at our old age learning what those differences are. Like and learning how to actually like have some type of family with everybody who's like different now. Like it's family 2.0. Like it's like the second coming of that. And it's like I said, everybody's just so different. Like we didn't have our experiences with each other and like we understand who we are at our core, we understand like the basic, but like it was just hard, like going through that phase of just not having my suit. Like, it was really hard. Like just not being able to have that. Like for the longest, I was always like, "Yo, we should just get a house together," you know. But I didn't. I couldn't understand that we were in so like different phases, various phases in our lives. That it was actually very hard, challenging to do that. Like I didn't understand how challenging it was to like get the family back together, have what we used to have. I was just kind of always holding on to that hope of like be able to get that family back together. We'd be able to stand in the same roof again and just be siblings again and just enjoy life together. Cause like the world really like tore us apart, bro. Like the world definitely tore us apart. Like we didn't see some pretty like rough parts of each other that I don't want to blame the world for, but like the world really like affected us in a lot of ways that, and some more than others, some were more affected by family than the world, but the world still had an impact, so they naturally gravitated towards people. And some, it was always like some was more still geared towards family rather than the world. So it was like just this weird hodgepodge of each of us just kind of like not really understanding, like, okay, who is this of the world? Who's of the world and who's for the family? Like what version are you? Like who are you? Like so what are you? Why did you come to this? Like, like we have to actually relearn our siblings like in that manner because there's a lot of things that we don't know about each other that we had to like kind of highlight because the world did some things to us. I mean, good things and bad things, but it's like we kind of just have to re-understand and recalibrate with each other. And like, it's not always easy, bro. And like, it sucks. I can't see my siblings all the time, all of but I've kind of had to accept as much as deeply as it actually like pains. Like I have to actually accept, like, dang, like I may not be able to see like and be with all of my siblings like that was like again. I mean, we'll get together, we'll have family functions and that nature. And most of us stay in the same state except my sister down here. But you know, us all as like a unit, like that again, it's probably never gonna happen again. And that shit sucks to me, bro. That shit really blows. But yeah, man. That's why I kind of ask as well. That's why I ask just like how you like the actual like real dynamic between your siblings and like because I'm like very curious like coming from the home that you come from where I don't know if it was that tight knit or not, but it seems like you had a lot of different pieces in a lot of different places from a young age. So like I'm curious on how that dynamic even like really looked for real and how that made you like feel and operate and stuff.
I mean, shit, I got like all my siblings is like between 6 and 17 years younger than me. Like my youngest sister, how old is she? She just turned 7, 8, 7 or 8, something like that. I ain't going front. I'm closer than her. I'm closer with the youngest one than any of my other siblings. But like I said, I gotta go talk to my damn brother. I don't know what the fuck he got going on. He told my mama he ain't trust me because I ate some of his fucking candy.
That's crazy. How old is he?
He's fucking 14 or
That's
13.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
This boy said I ate his candy that his bus driver gave him, and he was trying to keep the candy to remember her by. And I ate the candy, and now he mad at me about it. And then my mama asked, was like, my mama was like, "Did you tell him that was what the candy was for?" He was like, "No." She was like, "Did you tell him that you was mad at him about it?" She was like, "No." And it was like, so what the fuck? Like, how you put a hold a girl to a motherfucking and not even tell them like what it's about, like, or that you even holding the grudge, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You know, like that confrontation. That would happen when you don't really have a lot of discipline. Is when you have to like face some type of consequence or face some type of. Well, I mean, maybe this part because I kind of get where he coming from. I be holding grudges like all the time, bro. Like, and I'll tell nobody about it. I just brush past it. I'm like, all right, just because I'm trying to avoid the conflict. He might not be comfortable with conflict. I don't know. But if he's anything like me, that's probably what it is. He'd rather just, you know what, I don't with you. Like the difference between him and me though is I kind of came from a people pleaser state as well. So that's why I just there was no conflict, but I'd still be a friend. Like, but I would like definitely hold a lot of like resentment, like definitely deeply.
Deeply.
Like deeply, but like for years.
Yeah, that's
Like,
sick. Y'all fucking Pisces. Yeah.
oh, he a Pisces too?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, boy, yeah, that
No,
boy.
no, 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 no. I just lied like a motherfucker. No, he not.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
he a Aries, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
got
and
that
I think he a
red.
Aries.
That's probably why he just cut you off.
No,
Because, like
no.
I said, that's the difference. He
He
just
just
don't
said,
work with
"Fuck it,
that.
I ain't even finna talk about it. Don't worry about
Yeah,
nothing."
hey, talk about it. I ain't finna talk about you. I ain't finna let you get the chance,
What?
stupid.
Don't worry about nothing.
Nah, that's interesting.
But yeah, nah, he got a little problem with holding grudges for shit. And it's like, I don't know. And it's funny because it's like I can tell he's just in that stage of like being a teenager to where you just got hella hormones and shit going crazy. That's really all it is. Like, because I feel like around 13, 14, that's where everybody started having a little like fake turn up phase with their parents and shit. Like that's when motherfuckers start really talking back a little bit more, start getting a little bit more trouble. You know what I'm saying? You smirking the shit because you know, like, yeah. That's when niggas start really getting in a little bit more trouble for dumb shit. But it's like that's when your personality start really showing. It's like who you finna be for the next shit for life. Really, that's how you finna be forever now. But it's just how you carry that shit. And if you finna be the kind of person to hold grudges for the little shit like that, I'm like, boy, your ass. And then, bruh, I don't know. You went to Grayson, right?
I went to Berkmar
I went to Bergmar. What the fuck?
in ninth grade.
Damn.
Berkmar Homeschool Discovery, Homeschool Mountain.
Okay, yeah, yeah. You told me that shit. What? In any of those schools, if a motherfucker had a laptop and somebody broke their laptop, what's gonna happen?
Berkmar, they were like, I mean, any of the schools, it was more likely somebody was going to get down like before. It'd be like maybe Mountain View less likely, but did have a lot of fake turn up folks. Like I can see a fight happening before anything else, but I could also see people being like, "Oh my god, why would you do
Facts.
that?" But I can see like both of those happening. Like somebody would really be shot.
But like depending on where you at for real, somebody gonna knock your ass out.
Oh yeah, Berkmar definitely.
For sure,
You probably
Berkmar.
yeah.
I ain't even have to ask for Berkmar. I already know. Berkmar, yeah, nah, just Berkmar for real. I don't know about you. I don't know shit about Mountain View.
Now Mountain View was like people was gonna stand their own, but they're more preppy or like they weren't just straight like it wasn't like a ghetto school. Like it wasn't a school that was like folks was just running around on bullshit. Like it did not care. People was getting checked in school. But the thing was they were so like I don't want to say preppy, but like low key kind of preppy that like I don't know what to call them. Like, cause I feel like those are negative connotations, even ghetto. But like they were so like I don't even want to
Prestigious.
call them upscale, but it was like the school was ran better. Like, and the
Prestigious.
kids there, yes, more prestigious kids. Like it was a lot more organized. Like everybody was just more so on the same page. So it was a well ran school. Like school was literally on top of like a hill and looked over like the freaking road. Like
Oh, that's fucking
it was
castle ass school.
right. Like it was a chill school. It was like you said, more prestigious.
Bruh.
So it wasn't gonna get down like that. I don't think I ever seen or heard of a fight like nobody was really on that time. If they were, it was on the low and it was outside of school. They ain't bring that into school. I don't remember them doing that though.
Yeah, nah. I don't think I ever heard about shit happening at Mountain View, like ever. Shit, I still got a fight from Discovery in my phone somewhere.
You went there, right?
Hell nah.
That's crazy that you even got a fight from that school. You ain't never been there. But I thought we was a whole little cluster, especially when Instagram came out.
Bro, oh my god.
That was wild.
Instagram and Kick was fucking top tier. That was a time to be alive. Like you had to just be in that little pocket of time from like 2013 to like 2015. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's crazy. We really experienced that shift. That's wild. It's like you said, you had kicking Instagram, folks posting from other schools that you don't even know, but it's just like a whole cluster. And
Yeah,
then, folks from your school got a whole network where they can talk on. Crazy.
everybody know everybody in this motherfucker.
Right. Literally. For real. That's crazy.
Bro, I love the fight videos, bro. Like, because niggas used to be hitting, bro. I loved it. I loved all that shit. Everybody was between that and I didn't like this shit, but it was just bitches was getting exposed left and right, dog. Like it was so bad back in the day. Like it was so bad. Like if they would have put cases on what the fuck was happening at that time, nigga, bro, so many motherfuckers would be having charges right now.
See, that's the thing. It was always on a page that you do not know. You do not know who ran that page. Like, okay, maybe if they found an IP or something. But
Hmm.
if they ever did, yeah, folks get locked up because, bruh, every Friday they like it was happening very often, and it was always somebody new, and then it'd be such a shocker sometimes. Some folks that you would find on that page, cause be like, or those pages, cause like, dang, her, um, it was wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was involved in some of that bull. I was intertwined with that bullshit. It was like exciting, like it's that shit was like revenge. That was like revenge. That was like
Facts.
that was revenge for sure.
Nah,
Like
the one time I did it was definitely for revenge. I ain't gonna count.
that's the only time I did it. And Shorty didn't even fuck with me like that. Like she didn't really do no bullshit to me to make me be like, I was just a fucking conniving, evil ass little boy.
Nah, this bitch tried to say I tried to grape her.
Okay.
Yeah, like what the fuck? The bitch said, you know what's the funny part though? Like for real, I technically didn't even expose who I was trying to expose. It was really her sister, but they look alike, so I didn't even. It wasn't even her for real, bro. Her sister called a crazy ass stray.
I was gonna say, bro, family catching strays.
Her
Oh,
sister called a nasty stray, bro. That's bad.
that is like heavy.
If somebody told me that shit, I was like, bro, say swear. I was like, damn, I feel bad. Well,
Yeah.
too bad, bitch. Get over it. That's really what I said. Hey, her sister tried to get me locked up. Fuck you and the family.
Yeah. 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 Nah. The shorty I was talking to that I had did that too, which was actually years later after the occurrence. I have no idea why I brought it back up. But her mom to, was like, yo, we could arrest you. I was like, and this was before I even had like sent anything. Like it was already getting around the school because I had told a friend, showed a friend. I was just too comfortable with showing people because I was like, oh, this is interesting. Attention. I think that's what it was. Just the attention of it. I was so excited. And then that was a whole itself where she got freaked out. But then we actually started dating for real, in the ninth grade. And when we had gotten into the issues that we got to, I ain't show nobody. That was nobody else's business but our business. But she was showing me a lot of stuff, doing a lot of stuff for me. And like when me and her kind of fell out, I don't remember what happened. I just turned into like I was on straight demon time. Like honestly, I was on dark mode. Like, and I can't remember why her mom had threatened to like call the police or something. I want to say that like her mom was trying to like have a real in-depth conversation with me. Like she was really trying to get through to me because she really liked me. But I was not hearing none of that. I didn't care. I didn't have a care for like anything. And like it was crazy because like I had sent a video that she sent me to her mom while she was trying to have that conversation with me. And I can't remember if I was doing it out of spite or if I like genuinely didn't mean to send that. Part of me was like, oh snap, I did not mean to send that, y'all. But I don't know if I was like, I can't remember what state I was in. And she was like, we could like legit like call the police on you for that and like have you arrested. And I was like, I really did not mean to send that. Like, I think I was like starting to feel like the weight of like, and that's what happens too when you don't have a lot of consequences growing up. So you tend to learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I ain't like had to like, you know, do that too much, but I was just unhinged, bro. Like I was unhinged. I didn't care. I didn't think anything bad was gonna happen to me. And then I remember like after that whole situation with her and I kind of wrapped up, like me and I had that put her on one of those pages, and I remember like having to like numb myself and just not think about it because like I I don't even know why, bro. Because I don't think this girl did anything wrong to me, but like I just remember having to like numb myself and just do it just because I was that pissed. And I think I was more pissed with myself than her, but I needed somebody to take it out on. And so that's where it was. But like, I remember I had to I had to numb myself. I had to just completely push that straight to the side as soon as I did it. Cause like I was also being encouraged at the same time, you know, but at the same time, I was just like, throw it up there. I was definitely being hyped about doing that. Like somebody was definitely piping my head up. And then yeah, I remember working too. 'Cause this was years later. I was in 12th grade. I was working in Marla, Georgia at Kapoki, and I saw that same girl walking by. I wanted to talk to her so bad, not in a flirtatious way, but like I didn't even know how to confront her for real. I was so like just not knowing how to socially handle certain things. So like when I seen her, I was just, yo, come here, come here. Like on some weird. I was lucky being weird about it. Yo, psst. I was like, psst. She didn't even like. She didn't even like see me for real. Like, oh no, she did see me. She was with her friend. She just turned right around and walked away. I don't blame her at all. I do not blame her at all. I'll be like, bro, I'll probably done the same thing. I'd have probably been like, yo, this boy just want to fuck with me again, and I'm not going for it. I'm pretty sure I caused a lot of like, damage to that girl. Like I know I did. I caused a lot of damage to that girl in her younger years. She definitely have probably went to therapy for a lot of things that I had done to her. Straight up, I pray that she did. I pray that she had some type of healing. Because when I tell you I was on demon time with that girl, I mean it. I mean it. But
I ain't playing about that.
I don't know.
Mm.
But I had my karma, sure. Definitely. I done got my karma back. God done got his lead back. The devil done got his lead back.
Yeah, you got to slip back. Yeah, that should be fucking. How'd you know you got your karma?
When I went back and resonated on everything that I had gone through that pertained to something that could have like been related to her situation. Like a lot of like pain and things that I dealt with like was was connected to that situation.
Mm.
And like there was one girl that I actually genuinely liked that I dated in 12th grade. And when that didn't work out because of how I acted, like I could tell there was like karmic cycles like repeating. And when I didn't get with the one girl who I was convinced I was gonna marry and be like it sent me down a spiral. And then when that kept happening to where I felt like I was like really becoming damaged by the woman that I was like dealing with and how I was going about dealing with them, like, and how I was reacting to them and how I was just reacting to women in general. Something to me felt like, yo, something's wrong. Like something's not okay. So like, and so like, I really like had to go back and dig deep to relationships that I even had, like to relationships I even had like before her, like, and even after, like, nah, it was actually after because that was the first time I was actually really with a girl. Like that affected me in a lot of ways. Like that affected a lot of ways that I viewed things, how I handled things. Like that was something that like I'm still like learning from, like understanding, like, you know, what the heck is going on. So, but I knew I had got my karma because I feel it. I know I did. Like, I kind of just know that I did. Now, did I complete the karmic cycle? I don't know. That's another question. But have I got karma from it? Yes, I believe so.
I don't think the cycle really ends.
Uh,
I think this shit just keep going.
yeah.
Like whether it's relationships or well, romantic relationships or just shit, people you meet, your kids, your fucking friends, coworkers, shit like that. Like I feel like you, I feel like everybody got something you can learn from or apply to your everyday life and shit. Like just by dealing with other people. Like I say all the time, between you and Kane, it's like it's a lot of shit that we deal with separately, but it be kind of similar. Like just whether it be how we feel about certain people in our family or how we deal with certain shit that go on. That was a lot of shit.
What were you feeling kind of resonated when you that made you kind of say that?
Uh, Nothing in particular this time. I ain't gonna lie. It's just more so I'm recalling on old shit pretty much. Like just thinking of old conversations. Oh, okay. I'm tripping. I thought I was fucking hearing shit. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like put these headphones off for like
Oh,
another.
right. I got my fucking. I forgot my damn window over here open and shit. I hear somebody outside talking. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. The puppy
Nah,
out.
you get that. Yeah, I know.
Scared the
That's
hell
all
out
the
of me.
kids. Right. I be like, bro, what the heck, bro? Ain't nobody in my house, so what's going on, bro?
Like,
Uh,
yeah, nah, just oh fuck. just thinking of old conversations of or like the shit that Kane was telling us about with uh his uncle or whatever. Like I don't know. I feel like I just kind of got out of that stage of holding a grudge of like aggression. Like I can't hold a grudge that damn long. I could probably not like you for a long ass time. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't gonna lie. Unless like somebody died or some shit, I probably can't hold a aggressive grudge that long to want to like fight or anything like that after like a week. Like, even like the shit with Q, it's like I said what I said, but it's more so just like eh, I really don't care if we actually do box or not. If we do, we do. I ain't ducking that. But see, I'm not crying if it don't happen. Shit, I got better shit to do anyway.
I'm like, you know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of similar to why I can share stories like that. Uh, because like before it was like, bro, that used to haunt me, bro. I was not telling anybody a lot of things that I had like done to people because I had not been able to find peace with it. Like, I was not able to find peace with certain things. And that's kind of how I know I've come to a like full circle moment because I like had peace with it, like, and I can talk about it a lot more now because like that time used to like plague my life. So I get where you come from. Like, yeah, I've had to find peace. I've had to find peace with a lot of things. A lot of things I'm more so like trying to figure out how to prevent from happening now for me or anybody else. That's kind of the stage that I'm at
Mm-hmm.
now. That's the next phase. So it won't like so nobody else got to deal with that cycle of shit that I put people through because a lot of things that I still kind of even keep in the dark. Like I just can't have that happen again. Not to me, not to nobody. Like I can't have that shit happen. Like that's kind of how I have to look at it. Like you said, how you wear the things that you when you're 14,
Yeah.
you kind of become set in certain things. It's now determined how you like wear those things, how you perceive those things that you dealt with, and how you kind of move with it. That's a real good way to put it. It's interesting that you put it that way. I never considered it like
Yeah, because like people always talk about the whole horoscope and signs and shit like that or whatever. I'm like, nah, don't just write off that shit. Like it's not true so much to the point where you can be like, oh, my brother's a fucking Scorpio, so I know everything about Scorpios and shit. Like, no, the fuck you don't. Like, you know your brother. That's all that is. But it's like the object of water signs being emotional and fire signs being aggressive, fiery and shit. Like those perspectives and shit like that, I feel like are really those are like truthful to those are things to take into account with people because I feel like it just it's just how that person wears the shit. It's like emotional don't always necessarily mean crying or being sad and shit. Like that emotional could be fighting, emotional could be anger. And it's like people don't treat anger the same way they treat other emotions and shit. Like other emotions get highly embraced, while anger is usually you're told to calm down with this shit, which it's raining outside. What the fuck? But I don't feel like you can really just calm down when it comes to anger. It's like you gotta let the anger out. Like you gotta same way when you feel like you get overwhelmed with sadness, you gotta cry. Or overwhelmed with joy, you gotta laugh at some shit. Like when you get overwhelmed with anger, you gotta do whatever it is that can alleviate that feeling, whether you punch a bag or yell, break some shit. Like it gotta be not necessarily extinguished, it gotta be utilized. Like you have to utilize that energy. You can't just kill it or dim it or no shit like that because it's not going dim. It's just going to get manifested into something else. Like you might calm down, cool, but that's not necessarily saying that you stopped yourself from, or not even stopped yourself, or it's not saying that you've gotten yourself able to handle. Like, let's say somebody talk about your mama and you get pissed the fuck off about it. And every time you hear it, you just calm yourself down. But it keeps happening though. So every time you hear it, you get just as mad. You got to keep calming yourself the fuck down. But you get like a scale of 1 to 10, you keep getting on like 10 every single time. You get 10 every single time. You that mad. It's because you haven't really figured out how to not get angry about the thing. You haven't figured out how to utilize this anger or just what's the word I'm trying to use? You have to learn how to navigate your emotions enough to not let this thing affect you. Because it's good to get calm, to calm down from shit, but it's better to get to a state of this don't even bother me no more. And once you can get to that state, the only way to really get to that state is getting into a controlled environment and pretty much crashing out. Because you got to just see, you got to first of all know your triggers and shit. Like you got to know what's gonna get you to that point. Like what it's like when you having sex, you try not to nut too quick. You got to figure out that point of when to fucking stop. Once you figure that point out, this shit become a lot easier because you like, all right, if I know the point is right here, I'm gonna stop myself right here before I even get to up there. And then you can kind of mentally imagine the halfway point and then think to yourself, okay, well shit, how about I stop right here before I even get to this one? You know what I mean? And just kind of just gradually work yourself into a mode of just gauging your anger and knowing how to navigate your shit before it get too bad. But you can't get to that point. At least personally, I don't feel like you can get to that point unless you crash out for real.
No, I agree. I was actually thinking about something like that before, and that's actually something I've been like really pondering with a lot lately in some of my workings. Like, you really don't know you like, because I remember watching the Umbrella Academy. I don't know if you watched that. It just like, but like sometimes like what I've noticed is that you don't know your full range
Right.
until you like truly experience it. So therefore, like I feel like when you do, you know how to dial it back. Like it's easier to dial it back after that. Or I'm gonna say it's easier, but you know how to walk it backwards.
Right.
Like, and then you know when you're like you said about to get to that point, you got to relax. Like that's one thing I've been learning too, because I just also come from a place where I always just jump straight to what to the edge. Like whatever it was, I jumped overboard. I went fully overboard with it. Like I'm doing production right now at the church and I work the sound. And they always get on me how that sound be way too high and be bumping the church. But I be like, I get it to that point, and then I like so because that's just what I'm used to, and then I have to dial it back. Like I
Right.
can't. Like, for me, I'm learning how to like ease into whatever sound is supposed to be comfortable for everybody. But for me, my way of always like being used to doing it is being on 100 and learning to turn it down to 50. You know, and so I definitely get where you're coming from when you say that. Like when it comes to anger, it's different for me though. Like I hardly ever allow myself to get angry. I've always repressed that. So for me, it's about I'm walking my way up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And like, like for me, I don't wanna like I kinda know what I don't want to do. So like I make sure I do everything I can to hold back because I can feel it a lot more since I'm more attentive to it. But that also at times sometimes restrains me from being able to really express that anger the way that I need to, um, because I'm like afraid to. Like I don't like to be angry. Like I don't like to like be angry at somebody. I don't like to let that loose because I know what that did to me when I was younger and what that looked like for me and how much that hurt me. So it's like I don't want to hurt people like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same breath, like I can't repress it because then I do the little petty, emotional ass, passive aggressive stuff that's like catty and like freaking like like sassy, and it's like bro, like I don't even want to call it sassy. It's just like bro, like that's so like I want to say feminine, but I know I might offend somebody when I say that because like it may not be a feminine trait, but it just might be. But it's just for me, it represents somebody who's not able to like express themselves in a healthy manner, so they have to go around doing it in like little ways that like
Right.
that little fires and stuff, like
Right.
just so they can bring that anger out of somebody else and be able to like have somebody else pretty much like meet them at that anger, so they can meet them at that anger and diffuse that fire that they put in them. So it's like instead of me going there, I'm gonna make you get there and I'm gonna meet you there, or I may not even meet you there, but I'm just gonna make you feel as angry as I feel because I don't know how to express that anger aside from like doing it this way,
Right.
making you pissed off the way you piss me off. Like that's how that goes for real. But um yeah, I mean when it comes to anger though, like yeah, it's a little different for me, but I'm learning how to like be angry. I'm learning how to express that aggressiveness without like, doing too damn much. So I know I can.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's always been my problem. Like the only reason I'm against confrontation and shit is because like I don't be knowing how to calmly like confront situations. Like the only way I've known how to confront shit is either with violence or yelling and shit. So it's like trying to teach myself to handle shit by just talking is it's not the hardest shit to do, but it's like it's hard for my ego. Like there was this one time I was at the pool with my family and shit. And like I had my son with me, my mom, my brother, and sister, and shit like that. And these little kids was throwing the football, and it was just getting like too close to my siblings and shit. And it almost hit my mama. And like this one thing I don't like about my little brother, but I'm gonna have to change that shit pretty soon. Like he not a fighter and shit. Like he not he don't got that like protective bone in his body and shit. You know what I'm saying? So to where it's like me, if I was his age, somebody was to hit my sister with a football, I'm beating your ass just off the strength. Like you don't even gotta tell me. Like with him, I gotta tell him, and then I gotta like damn near make him do the shit just so he can't recognize like, bro, like this is your family, bro. Like you gotta protect their ass. Like so granted every situation don't call for fighting and shit, but you gotta understand when they do call for fighting, what you gotta be willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but either way, basically, yeah, one of them motherfuckers almost hit my mama or some shit. And then first it was like the little kids and shit. My mama had told them to like watch out or whatever. They had their dad over there and shit, and my mama was just like, she kept telling me to stay in the pool and shit because she didn't want me to like trip or no shit. So I stayed in the pool. She go to talk to the dude and shit, and then like I don't know what the hell they said to each other because they were like away from me. But when she got back in the pool, she said everything was cool or whatever and shit. But then they started throwing the ball again, and it started getting a little too close. And then the dude said something like, "If they not trying to get out of our way, then fuck them," some shit like that. So then it kind of went up from there. He said some shit. I forgot what he said to my mama, but he said something stupid as fuck. As soon as I heard him say that shit, I handed my son to to my aunt. And I was like, "Man, hold on right quick." Well, I finna do some stupid shit. I finna do some stupid shit. I was like, let me calm the fuck down. It ain't that damn deep. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try two things. I'm gonna talk to this motherfucker, and if that don't work, you finna catch the meanest elbow to your motherfucking chin. So I walk over to dude and shit, and he see me walking. He think it's gonna be that, and I'm just walking his ass down and shit. He over here taking his hat off, trying to get all ready and shit. I'm like, nigga, if you don't calm your ass down, I promise you, I. The whole time he drunk as a motherfucker too. I'm like, bro, don't do that to yourself. Like, nigga, ain't nobody worry about your ass at all, nigga. You gonna take one lousy ass punch, I'm gonna kick you in your fucking stomach. It ain't even finna be like that. Well, I talked to his ass and shit, and then when we got done talking and shit or whatever, like we got to a point of I was like, look, I'm not even finna ask you. I said, my son over there, my siblings over there, y'all throwing this ball too damn close and shit. I'm only gonna ask you one time to uh maintain what the fuck y'all got going on over here. Cause if that ball hit my son, hit anybody that I came here with, I promise you, I'm going to jail tonight. I don't give a fuck who in the way. I don't give a fuck who get whatever they get. I was like, boy, this be my only time asking you to watch what the fuck you doing with my son over here, bro. And he was like, "All right, young blood, I got you, whatever. It's cool, it's cool." And I dapped him up and shit. And I grabbed this nigga hand, I pulled him like mad close. I was like, "All right," I'm like, "Nah, for real. Watch what y'all doing." I'm squeezing the fuck with this nigga hand. I'm like, "Nah, nigga, I need you to really like understand what the fuck I'm saying, because I'm overprotective. So if you hit my son, nigga, I swear to God, I'm ready to crash about that shit actually." So I'm like, "Please don't give me no reason to do what the fuck I want to do out here." And after that shit, he got the message. He stopped doing what the fuck. And I ain't even gonna front. That ain't even the first time I had to check a nigga at the pool and shit about my son and shit. Cause it was one time, it was this fat ass Russian dude smoking cigarettes like right in front of my damn baby and shit. I walk up, I'm like, "Hey, bro, you mind putting that shit out?" He looked at me like I was crazy. I spat that shit out his fucking hand. I'm like, nigga, don't fucking play with me. Nigga, my son is like directly in front of your ass and you decide to spark this shit sitting next to him. Like, nigga, the boy 2 years old. Fuck wrong with you? Nigga, like I'm fucking crazy and shit. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who the hell you think you is. Nigga, don't put my son in no type of jeopardy. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Hey, nigga, fuck my goddamn son, nigga. But damn, I forgot my whole point of talking about that shit.
Nah, you speaking about how like like you're not somebody who pretty much walks towards like situations like that because you used to like crashing out on that shit, just being dummy angry, and you would more than likely have whooped his ass if anything. But it was like a time where you had to approach a situation where you you didn't have to, where you chose not to do that, where you chose not to be violent because you knew that's how it was and always was, and you had your, I think you said your mama or whoever was there with you, telling you don't even worry about it. So like you were just kind of speaking on how you approached it different, like you approached,
Okay,
you know.
yeah. But yeah, nah, like I don't, I don't like getting to that point because it's just, I feel like a lot of shit really is just simple. Like it, it don't have to get to that point because like I feel like the biggest reason why I'm gonna crash out is because I feel like my logic is this: once you open the door, whatever the fuck come through, it's your fault for opening this shit in the first place. You should have kept the door closed. Like you could order a pizza, open the door for the pizza man. Who's to say it's not four niggas outside with masks on and guns and shit that kick the door in the moment you open the door for the pizza man? Like that's an extreme ass example, but it's easy for some shit like that to happen. Like like and to turn that into like a violence analogy. It's like if you walk up, punch somebody in the mouth, they shoot you, that may be extreme to you, but I mean, why did you punch them in the first fucking place? Like, I feel like a lot of things could get very, a lot of things could escalate beyond proportion just off the simple fact that this door was opened in the first place. Like, if this thing would have never happened, because you don't know what people's mentality is like. You don't know people's morality and shit. You don't know what the next man deem is normal, or what what was what's small to you could be big to them, and vice versa. But you don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody walk up on you, step on your shoe in the club, you can be like, "Oh, damn, bro, fuck my shoe up, dog." But you could brush that off. You could be a sane individual that brushes that off. There's a motherfucker that'll shoot you dead in your fucking face for that shit that's lives in your same vicinity. It was like, while I'm not scared to get into confrontations like that could be violent, it's like I try to pick my battles with that shit. It's like, okay, this, if it's not already a life threatening situation, I really try not to get into no shit because I feel like then it's avoidable. But like if it's like a motherfucker trying to rob me, or hell, even if just a regular argument and the nigga swing first, hell shit. That's all I need for real. But nah, I don't like trying to. I don't like being the aggressor and shit because you just really never know what motherfuckers rebuttal gonna be.
It's about keeping a cool demeanor and just observing yourself and other people. That's what I get out of that. Cause like for me, when you speak about those things, I feel myself, ooh boy, like just getting riled up and like I feel that like anger inside me just express itself so bad. But it'd be like I have to think I have to think about a productive way to utilize this. Because if not, like part of me does not like thinking about what would happen if I utilize this anger towards something that is not productive. Like I have to actually like compartmentalize that shit and put it in certain things. Cause if I flash out, like I only been into one real fight where like all that shit was gone. Like I was allowed to let all that shit out. And you know, I blacked out. Like that was the only time I blacked out because I was just that angry. I had all that pent up anger. Like, I was not done when it was done. Like I still went back and had to get more because I was like, right, you really pushed me to that point. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm thankful that he did. Cause I always thought about this. I was like, bro, that's the only fight I've been in. And it was with somebody that was really cool with it. Just straight up turned up. Like, I don't know why he turned on me. I could have been doing some conniving stuff that just made that right. Like, right. Although, like, but still, I was like, damn, bro, that was my homie. That was my dog. Like, we just went at it. He came to pursue to fight me out of nowhere. And I'm just like, bro, what is going on? I was so thrown for a loop. I was not expecting that. It really threw me off guard. And I think that's one thing that I'm like concerned about is that if anything bad were to happen to me, I already know it's gonna be something that's just gonna come up from the back because I think too much. Like I think way too much. So I know what's gonna happen, which means what might happen is probably something I ain't never thought about. It's gonna come out of left field. But I say that to say that nah, like I hear where you coming from, like the angry stuff. Like it's interesting to me that you're somebody who comes from that place. Cause I'm always curious as to why are y'all so angry? Like, like I'm always curious as to why people are that bad. Like I've been mad before, but bro, like, you know, I know they say anger is kind of like masking of like I know they say like anger is like masking, but still, like, you know, I was always curious as to what made, folks like y'all always so angry. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Mm. Oh, brief intermission.
But I thought something had happened with my sister.
All right. What are we talking about?
Yeah. We was talking about just can't like kind of getting the understanding of why folks be that angry at the world, you know? I mean,
Yeah. Well, childhood, bro.
yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
everybody got that.
I'm speaking for me and just old friends and things I've heard and shit. Motherfuckers done been beat, neglected, told. Motherfuckers have been told shit like you ain't gonna be shit from teachers at third grade. Motherfuckers done heard from their mama, you lucky I feed you. Motherfuckers done got punched in their chest for walking to the store without telling their mama. Motherfuckers have been told by their parent that I gotta take care of your sibling or cater to your sibling more than I can cater to you right now. Cause they got XYZ going on, so I can't really pay you much attention right now, type shit. Motherfuckers have been stuffed in file cabinets by teachers and some more shit. Like motherfuckers go through a lot of shit as kids that you don't really get to talk about. And it's like by the time by the time you get old enough to acquire some like emotional intelligence to peep like, damn, that was kind of fucked up. It's like, well, shit, you grown now. You know, it ain't like you can go back and relive that shit and have it not happen. It ain't like, it's kind of just is what it is at this point. So now you gotta just kind of maneuver the shit without slipping into the wrong shit, pretty much. And that shit hard because you have people that, like I said, me for example, I've seen my dad do all type of aggressive shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for an aggressive person to tell you to calm down. You know what I mean? Like it almost be hypocritical for me to tell my son he can't smoke weed, or to be like, don't do that, or it's bad to do that. And it's like, nigga, that's all the fuck you do. Like, what? So, and then on top of that, having people that, like I said, they might do the same thing they tell you not to do, but they don't really teach you how to not do that shit. Like, they might just say a whole bunch of shit, but they don't act in that. Like, they don't calm themselves down when shit happen. They don't handle shit the best way in their own fashion, but they expect you to handle the shit the right way. When it's like, if you supposed to be my example, be a better one then. Because you can't expect me to just know all this fucking shit when all I see is y'all doing stupid shit.
Definitely resonate with that. It's definitely why it was like challenging for me to like listen to my pops about certain things, and why a lot of stuff just went through one ear and out the other because it's like, bro, you ain't got no space to be telling me nothing. Like, look at you. What are you talking about? Like, it's mad disrespectful coming from a young person, but the reaction, like you said, is warranted. Like, you can't tell me nothing when I've seen this all my life, and I've seen you do this all my life. You can't. It's almost like you made me like this. So like, you kind of have to like, and me not being somebody who was like understood how to make himself or do something different, or like I didn't understand what it took to become a man in the sense and like take a hold of your own life. Well, obviously it takes maturing, realizing I don't want to be like that no more. You know, but there's definitely a space where it's just a place where I was not listening to a lot of stuff. I still sometimes like deal with that, just pure arrogance, like pure arrogance. You know, to the point where it's like, you don't know anything. What are you talking about? Why are you telling me these things? Like, just completely blocking out what people would tell me because I always felt like they were like trying to hurt me in some way. Like, I always felt like they were like trying to damage me in some way. So it's like, I can't listen to you. You're gonna like do something wrong to me. Like,
Right.
so like I have to kind of like listen to what myself is telling me, because I trust myself. Even if I'm destroying myself, I trust myself more than I trust you. Like, and I know where that comes from. That's just, like you said, childhood shit. Like, just not knowing how to trust the people who are there, who are supposed to be there because they hurt you so badly. That's a real thing.
For sure. But that's kind of why, like, it's kind of why I want to talk to my brother so bad because, like, my mama, like, she wasn't terrible as far as like when it came to providing and shit, nigga. I got everything I fucking wanted. I was straight in that regard. But you know, my dad been locked up forever, so that that nurturing side of her was just non-existent. So it's like if it felt like I had two dads, if anything, type shit, you know. So the discipline and shit, just the general way she talked to me about just any fucking thing, just talk to me, period. It didn't even matter what she was talking about, but just like that level of aggression and shit was just always there, you know. Like everything I did was anything I did, I was a punishment for that shit immediately. And when I did get a punishment, I'd be on punishment long as a motherfucker. Like I could pull my phone out in class. That's grounded for a month right there. 2 months right there. I'm like I get a punishment, but damn nigga, why the fuck you gotta be? That's 2 months. That's almost a whole fucking semester. Like damn. But it would be shit like that. It'd be shit like nigga getting. I'd have been locked out my own room before it was punishment. Like I'd have been had. She done made me sleep on the floor in the living room as a punishment. She done made me wear. She bought uniforms for me. I went to Target, picked up some fucking uniforms, fucking polos and khakis. Made me wear that shit to school as a punishment. Took my damn sheets and pillowcases off my damn bed. Made me sleep in just the fucking mattress as a punishment. Like nigga, all type of stupid shit for little ass infractions. And I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me you mad at her because she turned the Wi-Fi off on you for a day, nigga? When you was fucking up, obviously. I'm like, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up. It's like I kind of see how my dad felt when, because I ain't gonna front. There was one time, like I forgot how old I was. I think I just turned like 20 something. I think I turned either 20 or 21. I forgot. But I had court to go to and shit or whatever. And the court date was probably 2 or 3 days after. No, before or after. It was like within 3 days of me having to move and shit or whatever. So we packing up shit, taking it to the new house or whatever, and just generally cleaning around the old house and shit, right? So I asked my mama, can I we bringing shit to the new house. I'm like, hey, can I bring my TV and shit? Or can I leave the TV? Something I forgot. I think it said, can I bring the motherfucker? She said no. I was like, why not? And she said, because we ain't got no space and shit. I was like, yes, I can make space in there. Like I'm trying to convince that whole little case and shit. And she just keeps saying, nah. I'm like, but I can make space for the motherfucker. Like, it ain't even, because all I'm bringing is like 3-4 things and shit. And them things, 2 of them shits can sit in my lap. One of them can sit in the back seat. TV can go in the trunk, easy. But she just keep fucking saying no. I'm like, what the fuck you saying no for? Like, nigga, that's the perfect. You just said we don't have space. I showed you we do have space, and then you still saying no. I'm like, so what's the real fucking reason? Because that if you just give me a fucking reason, then I show you that your reason is wrong. Or not even really wrong, but just it's a workaround for the shit. I don't see why we still have to continue saying no if your whole reason just got thrown away, pretty much. But she wasn't going for that shit. We ended up getting into it about something. I'm not saying I'm sure we started getting into it for like I forgot how fucking long. And she ended up saying, because I didn't have a car at the time, I was using her shit. And like I said, I had a court date shit that coming up not too long, like in 3 days and shit like that. So she was like, all right, well, since you want to go back and forth with me all fucking day, find your own way to court and shit. I was like, for real? She was like, yep, figure it out yourself. I was like, wow, you ain't shit. And she was like, the fuck? And I was like, yeah, like they like you mad at me because I just proved your ass wrong on some shit, and then you mad at me for it, and then you gonna tell me I can't fucking use the car to go to court because you just got proved wrong. I'm like, hell yeah, the fuck, that's some lame ass shit. So I was standing on what I said and everything. And like looking back, it's like I don't know. I ain't too damn grown from the shit. I still kind of feel how I feel. I'm just playing, but but no, I was like, yeah, I could see like, yeah, that's definitely disrespectful as fuck to say. That's definitely just not the way to go about that shit. But I don't know. I feel like with my brother it's kind of the same shit. It's like just because you not getting what you want out of a situation don't necessarily mean nothing about this person. You just mad you not getting what you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like that's something that I gotta kind of like explain to his ass, like nigga, you not getting, you don't even get whoopings. First and fucking foremost, you ain't never had a whooping day in your motherfucking life, so you can't even, you ain't never got a whooping, and you go to bed with food in your stomach every fucking night. So you can't even say she horrible off of those two things because you don't get abused and you don't get just not fed or whatever. You don't get mistreated because nigga, you got every type of damn game system. This boy got a Xbox, an Oculus, a hoverboard, droids, Jordans out the ass, every toy in the motherfucking world, V-Bucks every week, Roblox every week. I'm like, nigga, you can't, just because she told your ass no one time, don't make her a horrible fucking mother, nigga. Like, nigga, you gotta understand what horrible really is. Like, I ain't gonna say she was horrible when I was growing up, but nigga, I could have at least made a better argument than you. Like, you don't even get whoopings. Like, you ain't never got hit with a belt. You ain't never got hit with no fists. You never got popped in your mouth for shit. None of that. Like, you have absolutely no case to say that she a horrible mother when you get everything you fucking want. And it's like, it's interesting though, because it's like I can put myself in like other people's shoes for the most part, depending on what it is. There's some things I just can't fucking imagine. But some shit like this, like from what my mama tell me, and then from just how I know they interact and shit, like seeing my brother, it's like yeah, nah, nigga, like I know what go on over there, nigga. You ain't got no type of a right or nothing like that to say that. Like, nigga, you ain't going through nothing to even have that type of outlook. Like, I don't know what you upset about, but that's some shit that it's just weird to me. I really don't get it. Cause I'm like, nigga, you get literally everything you want. So like, what is it?
Bro, it's that like if you can't meet this standard that I'm so used to, like It's fucking like I don't want to say it, but that's mind. That's the mentality. Like if you can't meet this standard and you cause any discomfort to this standard, like
Damn.
piss me off, you know. And it's harsh because I still be like coming out of that mindset with little things, bro. I'm like, bro, what you mean you can't do this for me? Like, because I'm so used to having shit done for me, and I have to like take a step back and be like, yo, check yourself. Like, what do you mean they can't? Why can't they do it for you? Like, actually look at the reason as to why they can't do it. Stop getting emotional about it and actually legit have an understanding as to why this individual is not doing this shit.
Right.
One, the world is not like their world don't revolve around you. Like when you so used to being helped and dependent on that help, it's a dangerous place to be in because it's like you I don't want to say you kind of like don't do anything for yourself. You don't even think. Like it's like you don't think for yourself, you don't do for yourself. All I'm used to is you just giving me all of these extravagant things. So you feel like this prince, you feel like this king almost, like they shower you and all this shit. So you feel like you top shit, like you big shit because of it. Like that's an ego, it boosts your ego. Like, and now you feel like you're untouchable because you don't really get consequences, so you do whatever you want. Not really having an understanding that none of this is yours. Like, yes, it was given to you, but like none of it is like it's yours. But like all that junk was given to you. Like you do not have the right to say that you earned this. Like you can't say you've earned any of it. Like it was all just handed to you, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just when I be having that attitude when like I feel entitled to it, that's when I have friction within myself and I have friction with people. Because when they don't like it's that entitlement that makes me be like, you're supposed to be given this. Like that's carried out a lot in my life and a lot of things. Like I've always felt entitled, bro. Like always. To this day I still have that entitlement. I remember one time, bro, like I was on some heavy drugs. And it was the first time I peeped it. The first time I peeped it. Cause I went to my homeboy house. When I tell you I was acting up, like I was like, man, do it. Like, bro. He asked me, he was like, so what do you want me to do with my jacket? I was like, I was like kind of like dismissing that it was my responsibility to do things because they took liberty in taking care of me in a state in which I kind of needed help. And then once I got that help, well, when I tell you I was showing my, is that thunder?
I was taking a shower.
Okay, I was like, bruh, something is collapsing. Pray for my boy.
Nigga, I heard that shit. I'm like, what the fuck going on, bro?
Right. Is that the first time you've ever heard it do that? Oh no, my sister called me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I love this fucking video so much.
I'm hearing that vibe, bro. Send that my way.
Like I ain't gonna front. This shit just remind me of like I ain't gonna say high school. No, not high school. But this remind me of my old partners and shit, bro. Niggas be just vibing. Ugh. The government is trying to kill us before we can collect on Social Security.
You get Social Security
Yeah.
from what?
Taxes.
What the heck?
Yeah, we turn like 60 something, you get Social Security.
Holy crap! I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's clutch.
I think they're trying to get rid of that shit though.
I wouldn't doubt it. Free money. Well, not even free money. Money hour.
Right, yeah, work my ass off to get that free check.
That's probably why they be taxing on health insurance though as you get older.
Factual.
Could be. Could be. Not sure.
Very intellectual. Very smart. Very demure. I hate that shit so much. I hate that shit.
I came up with a new word. It's called the mask. The mask for me to do. So because that's for the females, so I need something for the boys. You feel what I'm saying?
Nigga said, "Sir, something demass of me to do." Fuck fucking weed.
Maybe the mask.
God.
Nah, you know, take your vitamin, eat your herbal essence, drink your water.
Alkaline diet. Alkaline diet.
Alkaline's good. Remember, your body has acid that it needs to fill. You know,
Fuck that shit.
your body need amino acid.
I only like nice acids. I don't like that amino acid.
Isn't amino acids good for you?
No, I like nice ones. I don't like the amino ones.
Oh my god. You know the hell he did not.
I was like, he ain't gonna peep. He ain't gonna peep.
That fucked my head up. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. That was one of my favorite like stupid jokes, like puns or some shit.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious, bro. I'm over here too intelligent. This shit straight past my head.
Thanks to your simplicity as always.
Right,
Fuck
right. You
it.
know what I'm saying?
It just do it. Like the simplest
Dude,
shit, really
right.
just do it, man.
Hit the spot. Hit the spot that on. Nah, I love that, man. I'm definitely more simple. Simple is nice. Complicated is just fun.
Facts. Complicated is fun.
It's quiet. It's like a word. Want to be all difficult and shit. Man. I got the time. Give me the time. I got you. Yeah, now. Take care of your body so you can collect your social security at 60. But not only that, be thriving so you can just add it to the pot.
Right. Have a goddamn. What's the word? Stash. I've not used that word in a long time. Stash.
Straight up.
Stash. So where's he using it now?
Yeah. I used that word in a minute now. You said stash. I thought of that car from Cars with the mustache. That was the first thing I thought of. But yes.
That's one of them words you say too many times start sounding weird.
Stash. It's stash.
Stash.
I like it. I don't know. It's somebody that sounds very good.
Stash.
Very demure.
Shut the fuck
Sounds the mask.
Yo, shut the
Make
fuck up.
Bro, like that word made me feel like that, bro. That word, like,
The word make you feel wavy.
yeah, bro. I don't know what it is about that word, but that word made me feel like a smooth man.
Oh, weird.
Mustache.
I saw some shit on Twitter. It was like I forgot what they was talking about, but it was like this shit smooth out the lines on my brain. What the fuck that mean?
Smooth like the grooves on my brain. Smooth like the lines on my brain. Oh, that is so.
No,
I
no,
could
no, no.
feel that.
You can feel something smoothing out the lines in your brain.
I can feel what he's talking about. It's so freaking weird.
Oh, that sounds insane. Nigga, that
It
sounds
makes
crazy.
me uncomfortable because it's touching my brain. You
I
know?
don't want. Yeah, I don't want shit touching that.
You got me bugging out. Yo. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right? Oh, God. Oh,
Oh shit! Right.
bruh. I'm gone. Bruh, that is hilarious, bro. Oh, man. That's amazing.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's funny.
Oh, God. I gotta get that out. That was amazing.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Oh, good.
Uh,
My stomach hurts. Yo, he really did it with that one, bro. That man was a poet. He not fucking around with him.
I always feel that shit, right?
That boy do some shit, but hey, you don't even know. Oh, man. That's a smooth criminal right there. I needed that.
Oh my god!
I love words.
Fucking crazy.
I got that phrase now. Oh, yeah, man.
I got an ice cream in the freezer.
But bro, that boy got so excited. I'm so happy that you love that shit. Please go get me. Do me the honors. Just damn.
Right now, I forgot I bought that shit like I think yesterday, and I meant to eat that motherfucker. I forgot I had that bitch in the freezer. I just thought of that shit. Like, ooh, that's
Some ice cream.
it's a Snickers ice cream. The bar.
I used to have Snickers, bro. I remember the first time I had one of them Snickers ice cream, I hated that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this ain't ice cream, it's chocolate. It's like home with this. I was so pissed at my uncle for buying that. He bought like 3 of them things, and I'm like, bruh.
It's not fucking ice cream. It's chocolate.
I'm like, bro,
Bro.
where is the ice?
No, it wasn't. It was just regular fucking candy bars.
No, it was the Twix. It was either Twix or Snickers. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the chocolate bars. It was in an ice cream form.
Oh,
But when you bit into it, it tasted it. It was still it. And I was like, bro, I don't want this shit. I want ice cream form.
oh, wild, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all too bougie for me, bro.
Nah, that shit good. I miss the dibs so much.
Dibs.
We talked about that shit one time on here.
I don't think I've ever had dibs,
Man,
but I remember seeing them.
I don't know if it was only it's what was that, CC's? Nah, I think it was Papa John's or some shit. Yeah, I think Papa John's or somebody used to have like the little ice cream machines that had them in there, like like a like how they got Pepsi, Coke machines and shit. They have like a Dibs ice cream machine. That shit just was packed with fucking. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I don't got that shit.
You said what menus was those at? I can't even remember.
I want to say Papa John's. I know it was in a pizza place, and it might have been Domino's. Because Little Caesars ain't even. I didn't say they didn't exist, but we didn't. That wasn't a prominent place at the time, and I don't think even if it was, I don't think I went there for real. So I know it wasn't there. So it was, if anywhere, it had to be Papa John's or Domino's. Because I don't think Pizza Hut had that shit in there either.
I remember that. I don't remember it being in pizza shops. I don't know why I remember it in like an arcade almost. Or maybe it felt like an arcade and it might have been Papa John's. Because that's the closest thing I could think to something that was like exciting when you walked into it.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna front. Remember, they used to have those like jawbreaker machines and shit, but they had like a little baseball player. And you had to like swing the dude to to get the damn jawbreaker.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
I remember. I'm thinking Pizza Hut.
The only reason I ain't say Pizza Hut because from what I remember, I ain't been to too many Pizza Huts, but the ones I have been to, they were more like restaurants and shit. And a lot of like the Domino's and Papa John's, they was more like a Little Caesars, how you kind of walk up, get your shit and dip. So that's kind of why I was thinking one of those.
Yeah.
But shit, I really don't remember.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. That's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of the place that was exciting when you walked into was Pizza Hut. We used to go eat at Pizza Hut all the time, bro. That was my shit.
Pizza Hut used to be so fire.
Oh my god, bro. That pizza is so good, bro.
So fucking good.
Like, their freaking personal pan pizzas that they used to give us.
Beautiful. Man, nah. For me, for real, bro, it was the ambiance of just walking into restaurants and shit. because everywhere had its own vibe, its own like scent, all that shit, like sound or everything. Like and Papa John's, Pizza Hut had like it was like shit on the ceiling, like toppings and shit, whatever the fuck. But it was just cool as fuck going there, bro. Like I don't know what it was, like the whole vibe of Pizza Hut. Cause we used to go to this one over here, like in Union City. I think it's like a what on Jonesboro Road, I think. Yeah, I think that's what that is. I used to love going to that one, bro. The food was hidden. They used to have fucking spicy Asian wings and shit, but then they changed the name to like sweet and spicy or something like that. But they don't hit the same. They do not hit the
But they
same.
don't. They ain't got the Asians making it no more. They just sweet and spicy.
You got some fucking white folks making them with honey and hot sauce.
God, the worst combination of sauce.
And they say, yeah.
Honey and hot sauce is stupid. I would be so pissed, bro. I would be so freaking pissed.
Like that's damn near how you make honey hot, but it's like that's not exactly it, bro. Like it's a little, it's more than that. That's really why I hate this one American deli I used to go to, bro, because they just started dead ass giving me hot wings and then just drizzling honey on my shit. I was like, bro, I'm gonna crash. Stop fucking playing with me.
Do that. Yeah.
Like, why the fuck y'all playing with me? This is an abomination of fucking wings, dog.
No, that is pretty disrespectful, bro. Like you putting buffalo sauce and honey together, like I'm gonna be honest, like that sounds so ghetto. Like that sounds like some shit I would do when I was like a kid and I was like,
You ain't have no choice.
right, bro. Like, and I wanted to try something different. And I was bored. Like, that's exactly the kind of meal that is. That is not no freaking American deli dish.
It's not it, bro.
That's not it at all. I would not try this. Yeah, I'm gonna go back there and get real shit. And then they probably thinking that's fine. They like, because they bored themselves in the back, so they got to do something. Either that or they just did not care.
What the fuck, that niggas rationing around this motherfucker or something? Like shit.
Trying to ration honey hot sauce. Delicacy.
Like the fuck y'all got going on? Y'all cutting corners, nigga. Stop that. Just give me the man, mix the fucking sauce.
Yo, facts. Yo. Yo, even if that is how you make it, don't let me sit there and watch you feel like
Man, I ain't trying to watch you fucking mix hot sauce and honey, nigga. Like,
yeah, nah. Bruh. Oh my god. I would low key be pissed, bruh. I would low key be pissed. But they must do that often to the point where they're like, oh yes, okay. This is cool. People like this shit.
that shit is so sick, bro.
Nah, man. I can't believe you like sweet, like hot stuff like that though. Like, I don't know. I haven't had that often for me to be like, oh yeah, fuck with that.
Oh, like sweet and spicy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If they do the honey hot wings the right way, because like if you really eat honey hot wings, you know it's not just fucking honey and hot sauce. Like it's not just that damn simple. Like if anything, if any fucking thing, it's like some spicy seasoned honey. If that's the closest I could give it, but it ain't just fucking Texas Pete and some fucking honey, nigga. Like that's sick as hell. could you could you imagine the motherfucker got some goddamn Tabasco sauce and honey thing that's gonna go on some wings?
Bruh, hell no. Especially not Tabasco.
Nah. Fuck nah, nigga, that ain't it. That is not honey.
Tabasco, no. Tabasco does have that sourness to it, but like you said, there's a seasoning as well that needs to like be put in there to like
Yeah,
balance the two out.
I need them chili flakes.
Chili flakes would be like OP. That would be really hot. Chili flakes would go good.
Some
There's like
chili,
something else that my tongue is like tasting. That's like a more like I don't want to say like a saltier base.
like Cajun.
Maybe Cajun, because it is like a lingering kind of heat. Like
Yeah,
you know how some shit just like hit you, but this one's kind of like it feels like it's like you can blow it out your mouth where like I don't know how to explain it, but it like lingers. It's not like full on heat, but it's like a lingering heat, like almost it's like smoke. It's just like kind of like
yeah, like a smoky type of. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
And that might be Cajun. But
Shit, either that.
yeah,
My fucking experimental ass be trying to put cayenne and everything. Just because
yeah.
I ain't gonna front. I don't know when I realized paprika don't taste like shit.
Um, it don't have a flavor. I don't know what it has. I feel like it's like to simmer everything down. It doesn't add any flavor, but like I feel like if things were hot and you put paprika on it, it's like it blends the hotness to make it a dry hot. That's what I kind
Yeah,
of think it does.
it do some. It complements something. I don't even know how to fucking describe it better than that. It
It
complements
complements them
something.
apples.
Yeah.
The spice.
Cause it's not spicy. I remember I kept trying to make like ramen and shit, but I didn't want to use the package that they was giving me. I wanted to put my own seasoning and shit in there for like cut down on sodium and shit. But I just couldn't get the fucking seasoning right, and I kept putting paprika in and shit. I'm like, bro, this ain't doing at all what the fuck I wanted to do. It's just kind of making everything else taste stronger. If that not really stronger, but just I don't even know. It just wasn't it. That shit was good for the color. Make sure it look spicy.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. That's one thing it does do. Make this shit good. Now I can kind of get a sense of what you mean almost though. Like paprika accentuates the flavors, but it dulls it out. Like,
Yeah.
but you that way you can taste it more without the salt. Almost
It's
like shit don't taste as salty with paprika.
it's weird because like paprika don't have a fucking flavor, but when you put it in your food, you can taste it.
It's it's like a mineral. Like I don't want to call it like a mineral, but like you know how like you can eat. Have you ever like tried charcoal before?
Mm-mm. Like the toothpaste and
No,
shit.
nah, just like dry charcoal.
Hell no. Why you eating charcoal? That's
Look,
not the
like
grill supposed to go in, brother.
no. Yes, it is. It's literally in your toothpaste. But look, activated charcoal is good for you. Okay, not the charcoal you put in the grill. That is terrible. Well, I don't know the difference honestly, but activated charcoal sounds like it's got some power to it or
It's activated.
something. It's activated. You that way you act
Activated.
like that stuff is good, but you've never tried it, so you wouldn't know what I mean. But like, I used to take these like herbs from this one guy, and like, it was completely bland. It had no taste to it. But since I had to eat like a spoonful of it, it was like, oh my god, this is like unbearable because it's still a like mineral. Although like paprika is a spice, it still like comes from like a plant and comes from like herbs and stuff or whatever paprika comes from. It still comes from something natural, so it's gonna have a natural taste to it. So that's why I feel like we still like taste it, like not just bland. It's not just bland, like freaking oregano.
Right.
whatever that other like grassy looking spice is.
Basil, parsley.
Basil, parsley, like all that stuff to me, I could not tell you what that tastes like.
Oregano, it's like kind of tastes like something. I'm not sure what, but it's like it got a flavor. It has some type of flavor to it. Basil dinner tastes kind of minty almost. Not minty, but I don't know how to explain that shit. I don't know shit about parsley.
Yeah, I don't know shit about parsley. That's the one thing I could say that I don't know if I put that in the dish.
I don't. I might have. I might have. Yeah, no, 'cause I don't think parsley do taste like shit. Like, I really think it don't. I think that's like a garnish. I guess some shit
Side note,
like when you like the burgers I just fucking had. They like yeah, they put parsley on top of like that's like the shit you put on top of like mac and cheese and Alfredo and you know what I'm saying. Like if you get like stuffed crab legs, not crab legs, lobster tail. I mean, they had like sprinkled parsley on top of that shit. That's that green shit.
okay, then I've had that before. I don't know what it does. I'm curious. I have to try it.
I think it's just garnish fruit. I don't think it is shit. It's kind of like it's dead like sprinkles, but for flavory food.
But sprinkles taste like good, you know? Like sprinkles has a taste.
Slick.
I
Oh
fucks sprinkles.
well, I ain't gonna front. Some of them didn't always like the McCormick ones. I think they just kind of nah. I don't know. There's one type of sprinkle where it's just like sugar, like a little uh color coded little sugar ball or some shit like that or whatever. And then there's another one to where it's like kind of like mushy and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mushy sprinkle.
Like not mushy, but it's like it's not like you have like the one sprinkle that's kind of crunchy and shit. And it's another sprinkle where
Yeah.
it's like when you bite into it, like it kind of be like stuck on your teeth a little bit more and shit.
Yeah. It's like waxy almost.
Yeah, that one. I don't think that one got a flavor.
Nah, I want to do that flavor. I used to fuck those up, bro.
You
Like
do?
straight out of can. Yeah. Like I used to eat those by themselves, like fucking Cheerios. It was disgusting. It'd be like brown goop in my mouth, and I'd be like, it would be like grayish though, because all the colors would blend together and stuff.
Hell yeah. All that damn candle wax.
Right. Just sit there smacking on just sweet candle wax, bro. Like that's what it was. That's literally what that was.
Fucking crayons and shit. It is terrible.
Right. Yes. Right. Exactly. Like, pounds. My teeth were just like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Please.
Man.
It's not okay.
That's why, bro. I remember what was it? Remember Kid Cuisines?
Heck yeah, bro.
Bro, there was this like the dessert thing they had. It was like a yogurt something. I don't know. And I swear, my memory, I remember that shit having like some sparkly ass sprinkles. But it's like I can't even Google what the fuck I'm looking up or trying to find the shit. I don't even know like what I'm trying to say with the shit. But just like nigga, the sprinkles used to look like some fucking confetti, damn near.
Eddie sprinkles. It's like little circles though.
Uh, yeah, I think it was.
Like little flat circles.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
bro, I used to love that shit. That shit used to be good.
I used to like those too. Those were pretty decent. Those ones to me those always tasted blander than like the sprinkles. Cause I used to go to like the regular sprinkles because they were dry. And I was like, wow, this is weird. But like I used to go to like this is one ice cream shop they used to have in Georgia that they don't have anymore. but they make the ice cream cakes. Carvel.
Oh my god, Carvel ice cream, nigga. What the fuck?
Carvel used to hit the spot, bro. Like I love Carvel
Damn.
more than I like the custard that they serve up at what's that one spot? Culver's.
Yeah,
Carvel had this.
Carvel's cool.
And Culver's is cool with like just a simple vanilla ice cream, sprinkles from Carvel. I didn't care about anything else. Like, I always hit the spot. But it might be because I eat Culver's every day now, and I eat it more consistently. So when you're around it a lot, it's different.
Facts.
But
Nigga, that was
I
how I
love
was
that.
with fucking Magoo's.
You said Magoo's?
Yeah. Like they fucking them lemon pepper chicken tenders, good as fuck.
You said lemon pepper chicken tenders?
Yeah. That with that damn sweet heat sauce. Boy. That shit's so fucking good. Like I ain't never thought I like lemon pepper tenders.
Lemon pepper tenders. It took me a minute to like lemon pepper. What's the difference? You like lemon pepper wings?
Now I do, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it took me a minute to like lemon pepper too. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
ain't
like
that
hot
shit.
sauce.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. It took me a while to even like really like chicken wings. Like I used to never really like chicken wings for real. Or even like eating like fried chicken and shit. Like I did not like eating fried chicken. I hated drumsticks and wings and flat. This shit was just fucking complicated to me. I hated the shit. It was like niggas too much shit on here that I can't actually eat. Too much bone and gizzard and fucking chewy shit. I ain't fucking with it. I don't like that.
Yeah, no. That sounds strange. I ain't never heard wings be described as like gooey shit at all.
You ain't never been eating no fried chicken and like you bite into like a chewy part?
I mean, like where the fat is?
Fat, yeah, anything, yeah.
Heck yeah, I used to fuck with that shit. Like, damn, all that flavor in that mug.
Like,
Yeah,
crazy. Flavor, nigga, can't even taste shit in it.
yes, you could, bro. Like the fat used to have all the flavor in that mug. It's not good for you, but you know, like that used to excite.
Yeah, nah.
So bad. But you know, yeah, nah, that was just fat, bro. I used to always fuck wings up.
Nah, that shit wasn't fat and you couldn't even chew that shit.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about, damn. Chewy, but was it at like the bottom of the bone?
Sometimes.
Cartilage?
Yeah, the cartilage and shit. Yeah. No. Nah. So a little bit of that too. I don't know. It'll be times where I'll bite into like specifically like drumsticks and shit. And like towards the top of the wing, it'll be like just parts that's either stuck to the damn bone that you can't really bite off. Or it'd be like this just kind of chewier, like tougher shit that you can't really chew through. You gotta just kind of swallow that shit. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to bite and all that extra shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I think you fucking up parts of the wing that you ain't supposed to be eating.
That's my point, though. That's what I'm saying. It's too many parts of this motherfucker that I'm not supposed to be trying to eat. I'm like, nigga, I don't like it.
But you should know kind of what you're supposed to eat what you ate. You feel me? Like
No, I'm
like
not.
I mean,
When you growing up with black motherfuckers that clear the bone, nigga.
that's crazy.
Like nigga,
That's that.
you don't know what you're supposed to not eat. I'm like nigga.
Damn, but it did take me a minute to know that I wasn't supposed to eat certain things. I was still eating them things. Like
Like,
shrimp, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I still sometimes eat the tail when that shrimp have. Like, I still sometimes eat the tail of the shrimp.
man, it's just so good, bro.
Bro, what?
Damn
Like
good.
it's crunchy. It's like it's got flavor though.
I'm talking about the shrimp be on the shrimp be. Oh my god, bro. I'm a fool for some shrimp and grits, dog. Like I can't let that shit. If you really do that shit the right way too, and the grits be nice and seasoned, and like got the cheese and shit. Man, stop, bro. You can't even turn that shit down.
Bro, yeah. It took me a minute to get in the grits, but once I did, but I never looked back. Cause bro, I was like on it for a long time. I had to get it back to back. Now I'm like particular. I'm bougie about it. Like it's got to be like upper echelon grit. Like I could probably make some now by myself and be okay with them. I might do that this weekend, make me some grits. But like, like I can't just go to like Waffle House and eat like just buttered grits. Like yeah, I'm sorry. Like
Gonna get that cheese
I
in it.
can't. I mean, like even with just the cheese, to me, it just like cause oh man, like I used to have a friend, bro. Uh, her name was Taylor. We used to go to school in Mountain View together. They used to serve these grits with cheese on top of it, and she used to fill that bowl up, and I'd be like, bruh, it looked so gross. It looked like throw up. Like she would get to the bottom and it like be a little wet at the bottom. Like I'm like, bruh, how are you sitting there? You miss. I know your stomach is fucked up, right? And this shit used to fuck it up and be so bad. Ain't no way.
Bro, look, when your ass touch down again, we going to Waffle House. We getting some
Hey,
cheese grits and a couple pieces of sausage and some bacon. I'm gonna show you how to make them grits good, my
oh,
nigga.
see now we talking, bro. Once you start putting like different meat items in it, like okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. Like, if you want to get a little freaky, put a little egg in there, my nigga. Like, just like not too much, but
Yeah.
hey, shit, bro. That should be good as fuck.
Nah, okay, bet. I'll try it. I'll definitely try it. That's a good little meal, bro. Good little something. Put your stomach back, get you some nutrients for the day.
Boy, what man? Look, you can't be talking. About he think he be fat like in the head or whatever, bro. I used to be fat as shit as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like actually big, but I just ate a lot, bro. Like, I be thinking about this shit now. Like at 17, when my mom would go to Waffle House and be like, "What you want, nigga?" I would get the little Texas melt shit, the little sandwiches or whatever. I get that bitch on raisin bread with the fucking hash browns and some fucking turkey bacon, and then turn around and get a waffle with that shit. Like, you know how much fucking food that is in one sitting?
Wait, you would get what?
The damn Texas melt sandwich and shit. Get that bitch on raisin bread with some hash browns, some
Damn,
turkey bacon, some grits, and then a waffle.
dang. Oh yeah, you was fucking it up, bro. You had a plate on a couple plates.
I'm talking about tearing that bitch up, and the nigga still couldn't crack 150.
That's that fat metabolism. Boy, you was active.
Oh God, I was.
Yeah, bro. That's a good plate. I ain't gonna lie. That's a healthy serving right there.
Man, what's
Boy,
that?
boy.
That's what they call a heaping motherfucking
Right,
face ass.
right. You can play the ooh. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. Ooh. Waffle House do hit a spot, bro, that I'm be honest that not a lot of places can hit. Like
They so feeling.
it is, bro. Like it's a good breakfast joint. Like, and I used to work there, and I would still go back. Like I would go back and eat the food there. Now I would still have that like feeling like I used to eat this every day, but like just considering it, like wow, that was decent food, bro. Like I think that's really the only place. 'Cause, I mean, I used to work at Chili's. I wouldn't go back to Chili's. I used to work at Miller's Ale.
Really?
I wouldn't go back to. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would go. You said, huh?
I was like, really? Damn. How was that?
I mean, it was just like Chili's, except it was we just had more things there. Honestly,
Mm.
Chili's bangers. Ain't a lot of them used to be fun, bro. Like used to be fun. I mean, we was drugged out, but we turned up.
Car wash.
We turned up. You said, huh?
I said car wash.
Man, what? I think that's I can't say that's what held us down, that held us together. I can't say that's the case, because that's not the case. But that consistency of just finding a way to enjoy how much you just didn't like what you were doing.
Oh, facts,
For me, that's what
bro. I really wish I had the mindset of just thug this shit out until you get ready to go, bro. Because man, niggas could be so far in life if motherfuckers would have capitalized on opportunities that was given at the time. We spoke on that one time on here before too, but I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about that shit. Like, I was thinking that shit a few days ago. I was like, bro, I could have really been a lot further if I'd have just really just grabbed that shit when it was there.
man, what, bro? Like, I would not be in the position. Well, I ain't gonna say I would not, but if I actually took advantage of the things that I had back then, honestly, I would be in a different position right now. I'd be in a different mode. I'd be doing a lot of different things because I actually had like real opportunity on my head that I just because I was finding myself or whatever it was that I was doing, probably running from the work for real, running from it, like
Facts.
because I was, running from that shit. Like I missed out on a lot of things that was like low key life changing. Like I'd be in very good places if I had taken advantage of certain opportunities. Now, would I have found what it is I wanted to do truly in life if I took those opportunities? I don't know. Because I've done a lot of self exploration, which kind of led me to certain things that, like, I naturally am good at it, just really appreciate doing. So that's more so nowadays what I look at, try to capitalize off of because it's what's actually fulfilling to me. But monetarily, mentally, like I'd have had a lot of things that I could have gained and learned if I would have taken advantage of a lot of things. Who knows? I don't know. Shit.
Make heavy on that shit. Motherfuckers could be in a whole different position right now.
Right. What's one where you feel like, dang, like where it just hits you different because you just know that'd have been so fire shit. Like what's one that you feel that?
Honestly, bro, the car wash, I ain't even gonna lie. Cause like literally I just started being back there at the tunnel and shit. Just started getting that little pay raise and shit. And on top of that, I don't know if you was there when this shit happened or not, but they started doing this thing where the the tips was gonna be added up and spread across the whole staff. So it wasn't gonna be just whoever wash cars get tips. Now tunnel get tips. The people who fuck with the machines get tips. And Jamie was getting tips. Like everybody was getting tips and shit, whatever. So I was seeing how that money was looking and shit at the time, and I ain't have to. That was a time where I was making $800 a week, and I ain't have to pay no bills. All my expenses added up to at least $200. I'm like, man, if I would have fucking paid attention to what the fuck. Oh, you scared the hell out of me. You been asleep. I was like, man, if I'd have paid attention to the gold mine I got in front of me, dog, I'd been straight. Like right now, nigga, I've been moved the fuck out, had all type of shit, bro. But my ass wanted to be stupid and fucking play around and shit.
Definitely get you on that. One of the shoot, a couple of them, bro, was those businesses my pops tried to put me onto and stuff. Like I was getting some real traction, meeting some real people. Like I was meeting millionaires every year. I was going to these events. I had people really trying to put you on the game when it came to like the business stuff, really trying to support. I just didn't know how to gain all that stuff. I don't know if my pops knew. He was trying to show me how to do it because he kind of understood to a certain extent. But like a lot of it, I could have gone far in that field and like uh, the day trading stuff. I used to go to these day trading classes in Atlanta, and there was a lady up there who was like really trying to like show kids stuff. So if I had to take it seriously and had the mentality of trying to learn it, I could have made a lot of money off of that. And who knows what else? Like, I could have had a mentor in that, and she really could have put me onto a lot of things. But I was so ignorant and blind to the opportunity in front of me because I was too busy like worrying about the wrong things, And then another opportunity I had was the lady who flew me out to California, bro. Like, I was more so nervous that she was gonna pimp me out. I was gonna get pimped out, and I was gonna like, I was so paranoid at that point in my life. And I had people in my ear like, be cautious. But I also had folks in the industry as well, like trying to guide me and trying to help me and trying to be there. Like I was literally going to this dude's studio for free. He was legit. He was in the industry. He was on. He saw who I was. He saw what I could do. He respected it. He was like, "Yeah, bro, let's grow. I could really help you out." Like it was a good set of dudes. Like legit. Like I'm confident that those guys, if I would have stayed consistent, would have propelled that career and that side of my career like to heights that would right now be different if I had taken, life serious and taken my craft serious instead of being afraid. And then on top of that, like the lady who flew me out to California was trying to put me on to so many people. She wanted me to come live out there with her in Auburn for some time and like really like learn the ropes of everything. She was really plugged in. Like she was plugged in. But I was afraid. I was like, so I've had a lot of, bro, when I tell you I've had a lot of opportunities that I be kicking myself about for not taking advantage of, like, I mean that, like, I've had a lot of opportunities. Nowadays, I gotta create them for myself now, like, because those just fell into my lap and I didn't know what to do with them. They may not be gone entirely. There's still people and context that I have. Do I still have that same buzz? That depends on how they view me as an artist and view me as an individual. But a lot of the stuff was because a lot of things that I missed out on was because I was not ready. Like I was not of the mindset one that I was gonna even take this far or anything. It was a hobby, but people saw the potential in me and they wanted to invest everything in me. And I just one didn't have I ain't gonna say the work ethic, but I was too afraid. I was too timid. That did not help me at all. And I ran away from it. Had to go find myself. Some bullshit. But like, like, bruh, like there was mad opportunity and it's not gone. Like I still got the knowledge, I still got the connects, and I got the work ethic behind it. But I know what you mean when you say that, bruh. Like you really like if you would have just taken the time to just sit down and do what you had to do, face whatever it is you had to face to be consistent in that, shoot, who knows? You probably could have been rich. And I mean, the man and the money, like could have who knows, like you could have owned like one of those, like if you would have really taken it for real, like you could have gone very far in it and it just would have been an income source for you or whatever it was, like for you. Like like the sky really is the limit once you get those limitations out the way.
Facts. Shit, once you get out your own way.
Right. Literally. Cause that's all it is, bruh. Nothing stopping you but you for real. I done had to learn that too hard. No way, bruh. But I just have to like accept that, take what I've learned, move forward with everything, and make sure that I don't do that shit again, bro. If I got something that actually makes sense in front of my face and all it takes is for me to work hard at it, you best believe I'm finna do it. Especially if it's something that I want to do. I don't care. Like, I'd be precautious and understanding of myself, which I feel like is very helpful. But why not? Like, part of me is like, why not go broke on your dream? Like, why not go broke on something that like makes sense?
Mhm.
Because the worst thing you can do is get to the top and realize, dang, like I still gotta find myself. There's something that I missed while making my way to the top. So now you've achieved something, and now you just gotta like figure out how to achieve that thing. I don't know. It's life stuff, bro.
This shit tough, man.
It's tough for sure. But made that joint work.
Okay. Shit, nah, we're gonna have to wrap it up right here. Niggas brother gotta get up in the morning.
All right. Podcast.
Cab pause.
The ass of the put the ass of the clip. It was a pleasure to speak with you. Totally.
As always, my brother.
Totally.
Yeah. And
All right.
we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Deuces.